Pediatric. Oh, let me just rewind that and I'll say it again. Welcome everybody to, is that like take two? Should I try it again? That's my daughter. My daughter is in acting school right now. So it's like she'll say the same phrase over and over in different ways. Welcome everybody. It's really serious. She is. Welcome to HP's PCP Advisory Committee for Peds. Thank you for all of you for coming. For introductions tonight, I was trying to think of something that'd be easy and quick. And we don't really have the time to go around the room, but we do have some new folks here. So I want to welcome people who are here for the first time. And for those people, I am going to ask you to introduce yourself to the crew. Everybody else, I'm going to have you, and you can get started. Please put your name in the chat. Please put the practice that you're from, and then include your most used or favorite emoji from what you can access on this little screen. Or maybe it's how you're feeling today by emoji. All right. That's the introduction exercise. But as people are dropping that information into the chat, and for the HP team, just identify what you do at HP, please. As you drop your name and information in there. I'm just wondering if the folks who are new to this group could introduce themselves. So Grace, I'm picking on you because I see you on my screen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Grace Black. I'm from Golisano Children's Hospital Pediatric Practice, or AC6, and I'm taking over Cindy Rand's job on this committee. Thanks for having me.
We're happy to have you with us, Grace. Grace has been in the community for quite a while now, over at GCH Peds Practice. And I do want to just acknowledge, for those of you who may not know, with Jill Halterman moving into the pediatric chair, and pediatrician in chief position at Golisano Children's, Cindy Rand is actually now the division chief for general academic pediatrics. And, she's been a longtime colleague and friend here in this group. And so I don't think she's joining today, Grace, right? I think, but if you can, send our best wishes back to her, that would be awesome. All right. So for those of you who just joined, you are dropping your name, your practice, and the emoji you use most, or the emoji that expresses how you feel today, right in the chat. Liz, did you really do the poop emoji? That is awesome. Okay. I love that. Doug, I like the mask one too. See, this is really fun. So I'm looking around the room. Kaylee, is this your first group meeting with us, I think? Oh, we can't hear you. I'm sorry. You might be double muted. Oh, there you go. Oh, can you guys hear her? I can't hear. No. All right, I'm going to introduce you. Kaylee Grammatico, nurse practitioner from English Road Pediatrics. Welcome to the crew. We're glad to have you here with us. You can still do your own emoji, or you can make a face, whatever you would prefer. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Who else is new to the group? Now, our guests we're going to introduce later. We've got a couple guest speakers. We'll introduce you later. But I'm looking, trying to. So Kelsey, I'm not sure if Kelsey has, Kelsey, you're here from Oak Orchard, right?
Yeah, hi, I'm Kelsey Izzo. I'm coming from Oak Orchard. Usually Danielle Mead comes to the meetings, but I'm coming for her today.
Welcome to the group. We're glad to have you here with us. All right. I think the introductions are flowing, and I'm definitely appreciating the emoji piece. Thank you everybody for participating in that. The one that I like most is the one that has the eyeballs that look like they're days, like it's just like a spiral for each eyeball. And I'm not sure if that's even included in there, but that, if I was entering mine, that's what it would be, because that's how I feel a lot of
I
days
just need
lately.
2 seconds. If you want to go in that door, that's fine, or you can just wait here for a second.
And Emily, oh, there you go. I was just gonna say you're just unmuted. All right, so we have a pretty full agenda tonight, but I wanted to lead off the meeting just really just thanking you all for coming and thanking our AHP team for being here. We really want this to be as interactive as possible today. So I've really built in some extra time with each of the agenda items for discussion or for questions as we go. And then the end of the meeting is really open discussion. So I'm going to start right off with one more introduction. And Jana, did you want to do that to introduce the person who's not here but new to the AHP team that's important to this crew?
Sure thing. So some of your practice managers who joined our call or watched our video from December got their first preemptive picture introduction of Molly Parmenter, who is the new provider relations liaison working with us. So Molly joined us in December, and she's not here today because she's on vacation. So lucky her. I think she's enjoying hopefully better weather in Florida than we have here, though it's been pretty nice. So she has started reaching out to your practices, your practice managers, your providers for introductions, and so she'll be making her rounds through the spring to start to meet you all. So I'm really excited to have her here. She's awesome, great energy, great person, just lovely to have her. So yeah. Thanks,
And
LJ.
Molly, no, thank you. And Molly joins us from working with the Eastman Institute of Oral Health and has a great passion for dental services for kids and for families and making sure we're doing better in that space. So we're going to have some fun, I think, partnering with them in this next year. And I know it's an area that many of you have identified as a concern for your kids and families. So you'll really enjoy Molly when you meet her. She's lovely. So what I wanted to do, the first part of our agenda is really trying to give a couple of updates that we think are particularly relevant to kids and to primary care peds. I know that many of you from independent practices spent time with us over the last few months, longer than a few months, trying to look at sustainability for primary care peds. And we are not going to address all of that in this meeting tonight because there's been progress made in some parts and there's been no progress made in others. I'll be honest about that. But the place where there has been some progress is in terms of Medicaid and Medicaid reimbursement. And much of that is contained both in the new waiver, the waiver amendment that's been approved, and also in terms of the New York State budget. So this could be like a whole meeting just based on this. And so what I recognize that some of you are very well informed about the waiver and others may not know much at all. So what I'm going to try to do is give in 7 slides, actually 6 technically, just a high level overview of what it is, why it's important for kids and for primary care. And then give you guys some resources about how to keep updated about it. But I think it's really important. There's a lot we don't know about it. There's a lot more to come in terms of how it's going to be implemented. But I think it's good for all of our primary care practices and teams to understand what's there, because we know that 50% of kids are on Medicaid in our state and in our community. And many of you have even higher proportions of children in your practices than that on Medicaid. And it is the largest